Centre, day 2 of competition, and it is men's Super G day, and it is the sitting category, the 3rd category to race on day 2 of competition at these Alpine Winter Paralympics. And, well, some big names to watch out for here. The Japanese side particularly strong. Taikii Mori, Takeshi Suzuki and Akira Kano all likely to be pushing for the podiums. But 31 skiers scheduled to start. If you were with us on day 1 for the downhill, you'd have seen some pretty spectacular crashes, none more so than Tyler Walker from the United States of America. I'm glad to say that, or to report that he's okay. He's conscious, and the coaches have been saying that they think he'll be back by the end of the week. And if you saw that crash, that is quite amazing, because it was one of the biggest crashes I've ever seen in alpine ski racing. But the Super G on day 2 promises to be another thriller, and we'll hope for less spectacular crashes than yesterday. 3 classes for the sit skiers: the LW10, the LW11 and the LW12. We'll take you through those as and when the guys push out of the start hut. But a good crowd in the finish area waiting to greet the 31 skiers to leave the start hut. Japan won the downhill on day 1. Can they double up and take the gold medal here? This is the start list, and the top athletes drawn in a random order, the top 15 or so. But Akira Kano, number 7, the winner of the downhill. Keep your eye out also for Josh Drake, number 14 of Canada. He was the silver medalist on day 1, winning a silver medal on the 10th anniversary of the accident that gave him his impairments. Kurt Oatway had a good downhill yesterday on day 1, and number 29, Mick Brennan of Great Britain, the first British athlete we've seen at the speed events in the men's. It will be Switzerland and Maurizio Nicoli who will get us underway very shortly. Once again, the sitting skiers going 3rd and last. They get the warmest of the conditions. And the course, well, it was firm and hard at the start of the day, but now it's warmed up. It's got a little rutty, and these boys will add to those ruts, because every time they land with their sit skis, they make little impressions and holes, especially in the soft snow, and that leads to more and more difficulty. The pause in proceedings while the course workers do their stuff, trying to make it as fair as possible. But you definitely want a high draw number. Maurizio Nicoli of Switzerland has just that. He is first out of the gate in the sit ski class. Here we go then, the men's Super G of the 2014 Sochi Winter Paralympics is underway. Maurizio Nicoli of Switzerland in his first Paralympics, racing in the LW10-2 class for skiers that have no or minimal trunk stability, for example due to spinal cord injuries or spina bifida. They therefore rely mainly on their arms to manoeuvre the sit ski. Nicoli looking to set the benchmark for the other 30 guys at the top of the mountain. He's got caught on the back seat a little bit. But 37.24, the calculated time at the first checkpoint. Didn't see him in the downhill on day one. Oh no, he's got the line totally wrong off Bear's brow. Deary me, he's on the left edge instead of the right. Quick change of direction, but that could have been very nasty at that speed heading towards the A netting. Now this is the hardest part of the course, most technical part, off the lake jump. Have to carve this blue turn. Oh, he's struggling. Oh, wow, this is the difficult turn there, and he's done it just about. 96.7 kilometres an hour. You can hear him crying as he shrieking out as he tried to regain the line. 1:10.06 the time he stopped at. Here comes another difficult turn. This red gate onto the blue. And he does it no problem at all. Runs a little late in the line, but he would get to the bottom and he stops the clock. 1:31.78 is calculated time. Really struggling there, having to put on the anchors. You can see how wet the snow is, just from all the granules coming off the edge there. But Nicolai's down. Georg Kreiter of Germany next out the gate. Same class with Nicolai is racing in. 3.97 seconds quicker. The first checkpoint. 29-year-old, gets some hair off the Bear's brow. Oh, and he hums to grief now. Is he okay? Well, concern, and rightly so, on the face of the supporters down in the finish area as they look anxiously up at the screen. Not too interested in the camera being on them. They want to see how Kreiter is faring. Well, he's moving. That is the good thing. Bit of movement from Kreiter. Now, you can see exactly where he landed, but that could have created some holes in the piste, which need to be repaired. Well, the sit ski category on day one in the downhill caused a lot of interruptions and halts to proceedings. I have a feeling we're going to get the same again today. Let's have another look. Well, he just got too close to the red gate, and that's what causes difficulty. But you can see his head landing right in the middle of the racing line. Oh dear, and the ski is broken. Right, oh, the binding's broken too. Oh, it's still on, so he's going to need another ski. You have to sit and wait. So the top 15 skiers in terms of world ranking points are drawn in a random order, filling the top 15 spots out the gate, and then from there on the next 16 just drawn on their World Cup points. From high to low. So Roman Rabel will be the last of the seeded skiers to go. And of those seeded skiers, Taikii Mori of Japan is the highest ranked. Closely followed by Akira Kano, the downhill champion, and those two are a long way in front of anybody else in the field, apart from perhaps Josh Dueck, who's at Kano 19 points, Dueck at 27. Everybody else 30 or above. So Kenji Natsumi is the next skier out of the hut, and he's going to have to deal with this weight. Akira Kano dealt with it brilliantly in the downhill on day one. Lots of chat going on in the finish area. Germany, well, they've just seen Kruger come to grief, but they still have Thomas Nolte and Franz Hamstingel to race. And German fans in a better frame of mind now they've seen their man's okay. Broken skier, they dragging him off the piste. Well, that's Maurizio Nicoli, first and only skier down the mountain in the sit ski competition.
So put your flag in the sky, be happy, be hot, cool yours, enjoy the Paralympic 2014 Sochi.
So we wait while Keita is moved off the piste. There's his compatriot. There's the fist of Jasmine Bamba.
Skiri, I'm gonna kill you, fucking up my game. Oh.
Apologies again for the colourful language. And our man is out with the yellow flag still. It's still on the side of the piece, so need to get him moved.
Yesterday we were a lot of people here for the flower ceremony. I hope for today the same audience.
Just maybe a little cooler than yesterday.
Yeah, Russian girls and guys, put your hand up and be happy to be here.
Coaches on the two-way just sorting everything out. Fans from all over the world, as you would expect, gathered in the finish area to cheer on their respective athletes. Has that ski arrived?
Yes, that's okay. I will push here. Push here, push. Thank you.
Okay, he's in, and they can drag him out. Kies Jan van der Kloester, the Dutch skier, going shortly. He's the second-ranked skier in World Cup points this season. Just the two
I know.
Super Gs
Doing good things.
on the World Cup this tour in Mount Hutton Panorama. Two winners. Kies Jan van der Kloester won Mount Hut, and Taikii Mori won in Panorama. So not much of a guide in terms of form from the World Cup, with Mount Hut in August and Panorama in January, but we'll go with the world ranking points instead, which, as I say,
But there are some coaches.
as Taikii Mori comfortably out in front, but it's Kenji Natsumi, LW11 class. The skiers have good abilities in their upper trunks, but very limited control in their lower trunk and hips, as would be the case for skiers with lower spinal cord injuries. So Natsumi out of the start hut. Then he raced Super G in Vancouver. He was 21st. He was 6th at the World Championships in La Molina. Good angle through that blue gate. Now, it's been a while since we saw a time check, so let's remind ourselves of Maurizio Nicoli's first time check, 37.42. Kaite was almost 4 seconds inside that at 33.27, so we'll find out shortly. And Natsume is travelling quickly because here comes the time check at the next red gate. And he is getting bounced around, and he's 2.29 seconds inside. A good opening run, or good opening turns from Kenji Natsume. Oh! Big jump and a big bounce. Really good control from Natsume to keep that under control. Brilliant stuff from Natsumi. Now, has a little look, has to just check his direction a little bit. This is a really tricky point. 104 kilometers, 7 seconds inside. Can he make this red gate? Yes, he can. Natsume skiing very well at the moment. Just this final pitch to negotiate over what is called the deer jump. Leaves the snow temporarily. This is a tricky turn. No! Inside of the finish, when he would have comfortably taken the lead. Natsume hits the deck and registers a DNF. Oh, no. Oh, bitterly disappointing. He would have been at around 123, say. This is the jump off the deer jump. Look at this for control. I mean, that second aerial alone is about 10 meters. Now, let's have a look. What happened here? Oh, he caught the gate. He caught the gate with his left outrigger. Oh, no. It's okay. He will not be happy, I think, when he sees his split times. We'll have to wait and see what the winning time is.
And yes, we see the French flag, and I hope that you're ready. Everybody,
right, you can see the emotion of friends and family. I'm sure she doesn't mean to, but she can't help it, and who can blame her? Well, Maurizio Nicoli still leads the way. He's the only skier who's got to the bottom out of the three that have been. Now, Johan Taboulet of France, the LW12 class, which includes skiers with normal or only slightly decreased trunk function and leg impairments. Skiers with leg impairments in sport class LW1 to 4 also fit in the sport class. They can choose to ski sitting or standing at the beginning of their careers. Taboulet, 7th in the downhill on day one. His third Paralympics, he'd never finished on the podium. His best was the 9th in the Super G in Vancouver. He has 4 World Championship medals, including 2nd in the Super G in La Molina. So, oh no, what's happened there? He's got the line horribly wrong, has he? Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but he was going the wrong way around the blue control gate. He was going from left to right instead of right to left. Oh, another DNF. Only a quarter of the field's got down. I need to see that one again. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I need to see what happened before then. So, Brousseau Nicoli, 36-year-old, still leading the way. Now, Heath Calhoun of the United States. His second Paralympics, he was 8th in the Super G in Vancouver. Qualified ski instructor. What can he do here? So decent turns in the top half of this course for Calhoun. Just getting a little bumped around, not really surprising considering that he's wearing big number 51, so there have been 50 skiers down the course at this point today so far. Good work from Calhoun, and he's 3.6 seconds up at the first intermediate. And you've seen you want to avoid any touch with the gates with your outriggers, and that was a well-controlled jump off the Bear's Brow. Now into this flattish section, setting up for the gates off the late jump, and he takes off the speed a little bit. Now that could set him up in a good way. 106 through the gun, 6.9 seconds the right side of the clock, gets inside that blue gate. Now if he can just finish, he'll have himself the lead. Inside of the finish, 1:31.78, definitely going to be beaten. Calhoun almost loses it on that red gate, but he's there, he's across the line, and he leads by 7.13 seconds on the calculated time from Nicoli. Well, he'll just have to shift across, and he's saying that was a good time. Well, we have somebody down the bottom to chat to. Brilliant control off the jump. Those blue lines. And of course, to give some perspective to the athletes now. Taikii Mori, the world number 1, second in the World Cup standings, winner of the last Super G for these games, and he's a second inside the time of Calhoun, 32.59, going well for the Japanese skier. Bronze medalist from Super G in Vancouver. He is the world champion in Super G, triple world champion from La Molina in GS, Super G and Super Combined, so he'll be looking to try and repeat that here if he can. Off the late jump, how's he going through these difficult race-defining turns? 103.2, he's 2 seconds to the right side of the clock. He's added almost another second to his advantage. Now, the question is, can he make this tricky blue-red gate combination on this finishing pitch? Here it comes now. This is the red gate onto the blue. Oh, yes, he can. He makes it look easy. And is he inside the red gate? Just 1:24.65 must be beaten. It is by 3 seconds. And Taikii Mori, the world number 1, leads the way here in Sochi. Well, Nicoli in the next year down, he'll be 4th. Well, Akira Kano, champion next, but Mori, brilliant ski, really good ski. The Japan squad changed their coach, they've got an able-bodied coach now, and their performances have really improved. Now, Akira Kano, winner of the downhill on day 1, Super G champion from Vancouver. Can he defend his title? Can he wrestle the gold medal away from his teammate? And his teammate, who he says is the most influential person on his career. Well, he's 0.37 seconds the wrong side of the clock at the first time check. teammate was 103 through the gun. Both of them in the same category. 111. Oh, Kano's flying. Oh, he's skied it brilliantly. He's 2Ks faster than his teammate. He's 1.34 the right side of the clock. Skiing with confidence after his downhill result. Kano looking to repeat what Marcus Salcher did in the standing with double gold in the speed events. Inside of the finish here. Oh, he's really motoring. He's going to smash the time. Under 120, 119.51. Kano leads by 2 seconds. And that time is going to take some beating. It's Japan 1 and 2. But the 27-year-old Akira Kano in pole position now to do the double in the speed events. Taikii Mori's time in the gold medal position, short-lived. Now, Christoph Kunz, the downhill champion from Vancouver. I think he was really affected by what happened yesterday with all the crashes. He took it very easily. On the downhill, oh, getting bounced around. Now we saw skier come to grief a little earlier on that exact spot. There's a little hole in the piece there by the looks of things. Now Kunz, how's he going? I can tell you he's 2:04. There you go. Slower at the first intermediate check, which puts him in fourth place. Over the bear's brow, gets the direction good, not much flight. And D2 seems to be all right on day one. To take a little easy, oh, he clips the red gate and he's down. Well, we've seen you cannot afford to clip the control gates with your riggers. And the downhill champion from Vancouver is not having a good time of it here in Sochi. Is okay, that's the main thing.
Where can I go?
Yeah.
Where?
Go away the course, along the course, and after the jump, jump to the right and home.
He's definitely okay. Disappointment for the Swiss coach. Let's have another look. Oh, well. Kind of lost the edge and fell into the gate. I'm not sure his rigger got inside the control gate. No, it didn't. But the contact was enough to throw him off balance. Well, we'll have to wait while he gets himself up that slight incline. And the Russian Swiss supporters wave their flags just yet. Switzerland's only athletes in this sitting. And there's the American, Christopher Devlin Young, just visualising the course
Maybe not.
in his head.
Yeah.
Going fast.
Brousseau of Canada. The next skier out the hut, he's looking pretty relaxed.
Le grand pied droit en face du lac. Vous le savez, il y a le dôme avant, celle-là, on essaie vraiment de sortir peu du pied gauche avant.
The two French skiers giving some instructions, but that is those are our standings here. The men's Super G sitting. Akira Kano of Japan leads away from his teammate Taikii Mori. Heath Calhoun of the United States in third. Mauricio Nicoli of Switzerland, in fourth. And everybody else has not got to the bottom. So Caleb Brousseau of Canada in the LW12 class, the next skier to tackle this Super G course here. Sixth in the downhill on day one, his first Paralympics. He was 11th at the Worlds in La Molina, and he skied the downhill pretty well yesterday. He was a leader for a while before the Japanese skiers got involved. And he puts it out there. Look how bumpy this track is now. Jumping from edge to edge, and Brousseau going nicely. 35 seconds dead. Excuse me, that was Prince's time. 32.96 is Kano's first split. And Brousseau is within half a second, so Brousseau doing well. Slightly gets the wrong line off the bear's brow. Cuts back across the manner for the blue gate. Now into this flat technical section before the lake jump. We've got to try and keep the speed going as much as possible. We've seen some skiers trying to get the outriggers in front of them to be more aerodynamic. This is such a tough part. 107 through the gun. 2.2 off the pace, just inside that red gate. That's the similar line that a lot of them have been taking. Alternating between the outriggers to try and make it more aerodynamic. Now inside of the finish. Brousseau makes the blue gate look fairly easy. 1:19.51 comes, goes, but a third place finish. He puts Calhoun down into fourth, and Brousseau gets himself in the winner's enclosure once more. Back up the top we go. Jasmine Bamba of the United States in the LW11 class. Didn't get to the bottom of the downhill yesterday on day one. Represented Serbia in Vancouver, where he was the first Serb athlete to compete at the Paralympic Games. Finished 20th in the Super G. And now, as you can see, he's a citizen of the United States. Now, Bamba, well, he's very much in touch with 12/100ths, the wrong side of the clock. The question is, can he keep it going? And he just gets his direction wrong off the bear's brow. That will have cost him a little bit more time. Bamba sizing up the lake jump. Now in this difficult combination, it's red onto blue and getting back for the red gate. Well, he does it, but he's shaved off all his speed to do it. And having been 12/100ths the wrong side of the clock at intermediate one, look, he's just shaking his head. He's got so much time. Disappointment for Bamba. .36 off the pace, and his chance of a medal goes with that mistake. Fifth, 6 seconds off the pace, almost 7 seconds off the calculated time of Kano. Look at how the ski flexes and the rig moves up and down with the suspension. So Thomas Nolte of Germany, the next skier out of the hut. 11th in the downhill on day one, 14th in the Vancouver Games Super G. His only major medal has come in slalom. He took a bronze in the World Championships in Sestriere in 2011. Oh, and he gets it wrong over the bear's brow. His seat hits the snow and the speed will have gone. 0.97 off the pace at the first intermediate. It'll be a lot more down here. Oh, just gets bounced forward, and Nolte comes to grief over the late jump. And the German supporters have not had a good time of it in this men's Super G sit ski. And he's okay to continue. He hasn't missed a gate. So I'm hoping that he hasn't stopped the clock. Oh, just gets pitched forward. Where's the red gate? Well, the red gate's just there. Now, does he make it He's tried it, well, he must have done. And he'll make it to the bottom. 16.76 off the pace, a time of 1:36.26. He did make the red gate. Disappointment for Thomas Nolte and the rest of the German supporters.
Thank you. Thomas.
So, Corey Peters of New Zealand, the next skier to tackle this Super G course. First time we've seen him at these Paras. He didn't race down here on day one. It's his first Paralympic Games. And there's been an error there somewhere, where he has lost a lot of speed. He was only 1600 down at intermediate one, but the error has come off camera. As you can see, I2, he's nearly 5 seconds off the pace. Look how bumpy it is down that part of the course. Peters then inside of the finish. He will post a time in his first Winter Paralympic race, and it's 5th, 6.6 seconds off the pace. New Zealand fans celebrate. Now Takeshi Suzuki, bronze medalist from the downhill yesterday, his first speed medal in a Paralympic Games. He's got World Championship golds, no para golds. How can he fare here? Well, he's in touch, very much so. Can he make it? Japan 1, 2, 3, no! Oh dear! Takeshi Suzuki comes to grief, and there's to be no medal repeat from day one. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. Oh, Japan had a real chance of a 1, 2, 3.
Putting a 5-second delay on it.
So, no, that's better. She's all smiles now. Now, what went wrong for Suzuki? Comes into this blue gate. Oh, just gets pitched forward, doesn't he? Gets back up. No, couldn't make it back round. Well, now we wait. The skier who probably has the best chance of deposing or ruffling up, shaking up the podium places. Josh Dueck of Canada, silver medalist on day one, the 10th anniversary of the accident that meant he lost the use of his legs. Dueck off and going in the LW11 class, and look, he's 0.81 inside the time of Kano. Both of them in the LW11 class, and Dueck continuing his good form from day one. This could be very, very tight. Can he depose Kano from the top of the podium? If he does, he'll push his compatriot Brousseau out of bronze. Now, this is the key part. 59.78, the next time check. And he is dead level. Kano and Dueck, he can't split them. This is going to be fascinating down the final pitch. Josh Dueck to take gold away from Kano. Can he ski this right? Can he find the line? Full of confidence. No, he's late in it. He's late in it. Oh, Dueck inside of the finish. Can he get back? No, he can't. Oh, dearie me. What drama. What drama. And Dueck doesn't finish. 2 gates from home. He ends up in the side netting. And that could well mean a medal for Brousseau. This was always going to be the key turn. Got spun back round. Even then he was trying to get back across. But the momentum meant he couldn't make it across for the gates. Well, he's okay, but he doesn't register a time. Wow, a huge sigh of relief for the Japan fans. And just one recognised skier now from the top 15 remain, and that is Roman Rabel of Austria, who did win the second training run for the downhill. It's his first Paralympic Games, 10th in the Super G at the World Championships in La Molina last year. What can Roman Rabel do here? He'll be racing the LW12 class. He's normal or any slight decreased trunk function and leg impairments. This really the last chance for the medals to be shaken up. Now, Rabel just a little late in the line, and he's getting bounced all over the shop. The first time check for Kano at least was 32.96. Stuart went through in 32.15. Kano's time can still stand. Oh, on the edge of his seat. Wow, 2 100s. Rabel in touch here. Now, we saw Dueck lose a lot of time between intermediate 1 and intermediate 2. Rabel gets his line a little wrong off the Bear's brow. That will add to his time. Now, 59.78 the next time check. Dueck and Kano could not be split here for the second one. How is Rabel faring? And the answer is he is slower. He's a lot slower. 2 seconds off the pace. It's enough though to get him into third if he can keep that sort of time gap by the bottom. Brousseau will be the man looking up anxiously at this finishing pitch as Roman Rabel comes over the deer jump and he's in all sorts of trouble. He's really late in the line and another one falls inside of the finish. Oh, that's a big stack. A big stack for Roman Rabel. I think he'll be okay. Oh, so many skiers have come to grief on this final pitch. It's been absolutely brutal. And Brousseau holds on. Roman Rabel, I think he's going to be okay. Let's see if we can see it. He was on the edge, wasn't he, coming into that final pitch? He was desperately trying to keep it together. You can see he's pretty much out of control there. And the ski coming off and the goggles always makes it look a lot worse than perhaps it actually is. But wow, the emotions there etched on the face of his supporters. So close to perhaps getting a medal. But, well,
maybe I just found the direction.
Won't know because he's come to grief.
On the, going into the flat, and hit my knees like here, and stop, and I'm worried.
Well, the post-match, post-race analysis continues.
Okay, thank you.
16 races still to come. Christian van der Klooster.
Don't you know?
Ali Velasquez, who had a big stack in the downhill on day one. But this is the current men's Super G standings for the sitting category. Akira Kano of Japan, who won the downhill on day one, leads the Super G on day two. And it is Taikii Mori of Japan in second, with Brousseau of Canada in three. But as you can see, another big load of non-finishers, and I'm delighted to say that Roman Rabel is making it to the finish area under his own steam. Gets a warm round of applause. Well, he's smiling. That is what we like to see. He'll be battered and bruised, that is for sure. But Roman Rabel is in one piece, and that is the main thing. There's our 1, 2, 3. And it would take big performance. Maybe Jan van der Klooster of the Netherlands, who won the second Super G on the World Cup this year. And the only skier left who could upset the order.
I didn't see that. Check that out.
Kurt Oatway in Canada. He has a 4th place finish. Let's see. Franz Hamstingel for Germany was next at the hut supposedly, but he is a non-starter. So it's Frederic Francois of France in the LW11 class, who gets the Super G back underway. His first Paralympics, because he broke his clavicle in 3 places in January 2010, just before the Vancouver Games. He didn't return to action until February 2011. He missed the whole year, 13 months out because of the injury. 4th in slalom, giant slalom and Super G at the Worlds. So in his day, he put down a solid run. Now, first time check, 32.96. As Frederic Francois got in the locker. Well, just over half a second off the pace, 0.59. Now, how will his line be over at Bears Brow? Not too bad, didn't get that much air. Good ski snow contact. And he's gone a little late in the line there. He's got it all wrong. And that will have done his chances of a medal no good. 59.78 in the next time check. And he's now 3.26 off the pace. There's a big gap at the top of the leaderboard. 2 seconds between first and second. You can see the sun coming out on that part of the course. $119.51 inside of the finish. The crowd making their voices heard. And Francois will finish, but outside of the medals. 5th, 5.56 off the calculated time of Akira Kano. Kies Jan van der Klooster of the Netherlands. What can he do? Didn't finish the training runs for the downhill, didn't finish the downhill himself, and he's not going to finish the Super G by the looks of things. And bounced around. And can't make it back to that blue gate. Big disappointment. I think he's made the blue gate and he's continuing down, as you can see. Doing the speed events and the giant slalom, so we will see him later in proceedings. Men's giant slalom on day 8, the competition, the penultimate day of these Winter Paralympic Games. stays off Van der Kloester. Oh! Well, the rigger just got detached from his left arm, and that was the problem for him. And now it will be a DNF for Christian Van der Kloester. And still, the 3 potential medalists sit and wait. And you can see the top part of that left rigger, just comes away from his arm. He's got no chance, absolutely no chance of making that left turn. If he's lost the, well, there you go. No wonder he's fallen again, because the part keeping the rigger to his arm, I think, is broken. And then there were 13. Akira Taniguchi, the last of the Japanese skiers to go. More of a technical skier. Devlin Young, going through the course in his mind. Fascinating to watch. Just going over and over again. It's Dino Sokolovic of Croatia, who will be the last skier to go. He too is visualising the course. But the sombreros are out because Ali Velasquez of Mexico is the next skier out of the gate. And like Van der Kloester's before him, didn't finish the training runs. Now, can he find a finish here? He crashed out in spectacular style. Woof. In the downhill on day one. With the Super G, fair better for him today. Whoa! Well, you don't want to be getting airborne and losing the edge. It makes life very difficult. He's now late in the line and will be fighting for the next couple of gates to get it back. Oh dear, dragging the tip of his rigger as well. Trying to check his speed. It's scrappy at best, isn't it? This one from Velasquez. Now, can he get some rhythm back? Well, for all the mistakes, he's what, 3 seconds off the pace. And I think he's still going, or is enough? Velasquez is down again, pops back up. Seat of the pants stuff here from Ali Velasquez of Mexico. He's taking some speed off. Well, he's going to be absolutely motoring down this part. 101 kilometers an hour for the Mexican skier. It's 62.7 mph. Side of the finish now, these difficult turns. None more so than this one here. Oh, not for the first time he's down, but back up. Well done, Ali Velasquez. It was, had everything in it, that run. Jumps, bumps, lumps. He's 8th. Not the slowest of our finishers. And they love him, and why not? Now, Christopher Devlin Young. 1 gold in the Super G at Salt Lake City. He's also world champion Super G from 2011 in Sestriere and from 04. Got some results in the downhill as well. Maybe he is going to be a surprise package in his Super G. Was disappointed with his performance, and I can tell you the first time check it's come up as minus 0.2, but puts him in second, so I'm not quite sure how that works, but he's going well, that much we can tell you. He's in touch now. Devlin Young, no, catches the edge, and he'll go into the netting. Oh, well, he was going ever so well, but just caught the edge and it put him into the snow. Is he okay? Yeah, good. I had to see that Devlin Young, the oldest man in the Alpine skiing competition, at 52 years of age. I was fighting down here and then just caught the front edge of his right, the front of his right edge. Just deposit him on the snow, but he's up and skiing, and that is the cheers and the claps from the crowd in the finish area. He will be ushered out of harm's way. Norway's Thomas Jakobsen. Interesting story. He used to be the captain of the ice sledge hockey team, won bronze with the ice sledge hockey team. But a challenge in a game left him with temporary paralysis down one side of his body, and he decided to change sport because if the same injury happened again, it could have had much more severe effects on him than the first time round. He didn't want to risk it, so decided to take up the sport of alpine skiing, which in itself presents some opportunities for some serious injuries. Well, Austria next out of the start hut. Philip Bonnedeman. There he is. A technical skier. Looks like some of these technical skiers racing Super G getting a look at the speed part of the Super Combined. Won bronze in the Super Combined in Vancouver. He was 12th in the Super G in Vancouver. He's still in good stead for the Super Combined. Bonnedeman in the LW11 class, which is the same class as our leader, Akira Kano. Still over 2 seconds, 2 first and second. And as I mentioned a little earlier, these skiers here with that much lower world ranking than those that have gone before, so it would be a surprise to see one of these guys come in front of Kano. Bonnedeman with the first time split, just under 2 seconds off the calculated time of our leader Akira Kano. That's a high attrition rate in this race. Of the 20 skiers gone, 10 have finished. 99 through the gun. 4.5 seconds just over off the pace. Bonnedeman will just be happy to get to the bottom, I think. Here he comes inside of the finish, the crowd responds, and Bonnedeman makes that difficult red-blue gate combination. Just finishing a time of 1:26.84, 7.33 off the pace. Top 10 for the time being for the athlete from Austria. This should be, and it is, Cyril Moore of France, Paralympic champion in fencing in 2000 and 2004, and he wants to win a gold here. 13 on those training runs for the downhill. And he's skied out of the Super G. Let's see what happened here. Well, he just got his line all wrong. Just didn't pick it. Probably thinking of the harder gates and combinations further down the track. But, Cyril Moore, very disappointed. Second in the Super Combined back in 2011, so maybe that's his best chance of achieving his goal of trying to win gold.
Hey, Harley.
Fantastic.
So Akira and Fuchi next to ski. They're all lining up. And Jacobson will be our penultimate skier. So here is Taniguchi, Akira Taniguchi of Japan. One finish on the World Cup this year, that was 20th in Panorama. Another who is more of a technical skier. His best finish in the Super G in the Paris was 15th in Torino after an 06. And here he goes now. W11 class. Whoa! Now, has he made the gates? Yes, he has. And now it's all about trying to get inside the top 10. I hazard a guess. First time check coming up at this red gate. 17.96 won't be challenged. 4.4 off the pace. 12th fastest time at that point. Direction just a little wrong off Bear's brow. Well, he's got that absolutely totally wrong. I'm not quite sure how he hasn't seen that blue gate from the red. But yeah, just didn't spot it. Keeps going to her. Now, Park Yong-seok of Korea. I was going to say the director keeps going to her after the emotion she showed at the very start when Kenji Natsumi crashed out inside of the finish. And leading as well. Park Yong-seok, 12th in the downhill on day one, 16th in the Vancouver Supergiant Slalom. That's from the athletes from Korea lay down here. And, sixth in the first Super G in Mount Hutt back in August last year, a long time ago. Oh, he's very out of shape from that blue to red gate, and he's going to struggle all the way down. Well, he's missed that blue gate, the third gate after the mistake. And, you can go and have a chat with Cyril Moore, who made a similar mistake in a similar position, and the Korean flags can be put away. There's no more Korean athletes competing today in the Alpine.
Christopher.
So, 7 more skiers to go. He will be the last of them. The first of them will be Kurt Oatway of Canada, or at least should be Kurt Oatway of Canada. He came 5th in the downhill yesterday. In fact, he skied it pretty well. That's Aldrich Jelinek of the Czech Republic. And this is Kurt Oatway of Canada in the LW12 class. Now, can he find some of that form from the downhill on day one? Was a skier, gave it up and then decided to start skiing again whilst watching the Vancouver Paralympics. His first Paralympic Games. He hasn't been to World Championships either. He showed really good composure and form to come 5th in the downhill. Now, how's he going to fare in the Super G? Getting some fantastic angles to carve these turns. First time check coming up, 32.96, and Oatway not going to be too far off it. Just over a second. Good ski from the Canadian athlete. And remember, 2.54 seconds separate 1 and 3. So gold and bronze. So there's space up there if Oatway can find the run. Brousseau, his compatriot, is currently in bronze medal plate. So he will be the skier to miss out if Oatway can find the line and the speed through these final turns. 59.78, 2.43, that's enough for 3rd, but that has put pay to his chances. Oh, yeah, he's shaking his head all the way down now. Oatway, he's enjoying that. The crowd cheer him home. At the time, will stop at 1:29.10. 9.5 seconds off the pace. He goes 9th. It could have been a lot better than that. Well, the crowd still enjoying themselves, which is good to see. And Brousseau is hanging on. He's a nervous-looking man. Now, Aldrich Jelinek of the Czech Republic is the next out the gate. 24th in Vancouver in the Super G. On paper, shouldn't be threatening the top 3. See how this from the Czech Republic goes in these top turns. He's been bounced around an awful lot. Many before and many after him, I'm sure. You can see 4.81 off the pace at the first time check. Just feeling his way down this Super G course. He's in trouble here, and he's missed the blue gate, so it'll be a DNF for Aldrich. And he joins Park Yong-seok at the side of the piste. Let's just have another look. Just got bounced out of it. And, he's lucky the tail of the ski didn't dig into the snow and he got catapulted backwards. That would have been a horrible fall, but just ends up sliding, which is good for him. Wow, a couple of non-starters, Reinhold Sample and Dietmar Dorn of Austria. So Mick Brennan of Great Britain next out of the start of his first Paralympics. He's returning from 2 injuries last year, a broken sternum and a broken wrist, picked up in separate incidences. But he's the first ex-serviceman to represent Great Britain at the Paralympic Games. He's due to race the downhill, but opted not to, because of the nature of it, and also having not raced many downhills in the run-up, it's more sensible to concentrate on other events, and probably the right decision given the amount of falls he had on day one in that downhill. But going nicely here is Brennan. 59.78 won't be trouble. The skier from Great Britain doing a measured job down this difficult section. 94 through the gun, 8 seconds off the pace. Enough for a top 10 finish. If he can maintain that sort of time gap. 1:30.57 the time he needs to beat to make it inside the top 10. And he has done it. He goes 10th, 1:30.48 for Mick Brennan. Relief all round, having seen what's gone before. Now, Thomas Jakobsen out of the start hut. Almost it should be Jakobsen. Yes, it is. The former Norwegian ice sledge hockey captain. Racing his first Winter Paralympics on skis. Finds himself a long way off the pace at the first time check. He is 5.58 seconds off the pace. Another bear's brow into this flatter section where quite a few have come to grief. Jakobsen does okay. Now this flat part, little speed check before the late jump. And knows what's to come down here. Absolutely motoring. 110, he's flying down there with Jakobsen, 68 miles an hour. Remember, the new time for a top 10 finish, 1:30.48, set by Mick Brennan of Great Britain. And Jakobsen. Oh no! Comes to grief on the blue gate before the finish. Oh dear. Well, he'll be okay. But not very happy. If I was the coursework, I'd just give him a little bit of space. Now he's okay to get help up. Let's have another look. As he comes into this difficult red gate, just loses the edge. I'm not quite sure how he's managed to lose the edge, but he has. And he will come over the line. So that means Japan have won another couple of medals in the Alpine. With one to come, Akira, Kano and Taikii Mori are assured a medal. Dino Sokolovic of Croatia, the last man to race here on day 2 of competition. Go Croatia, go. Well, let's see how Dino Sokolovic fares down this Super G course. Disappointment for Jakobsen, but at least he can now smile about it. Well, they've waited a long time.
And remember, after the competition and after the race, we will have the flower ceremony, and you have to stay
For their man, and he's about to come here now.
Kom kanskje litt langt ut. Rundt der, altså.
Frustrated Jakobsen.
Hei der hjemme. Bra i dere alle sammen.
And a chance to give a message to those at home. So here we go then. Dino Sokolovic will wrap up proceedings on day 2 of Alpine competition. It's the first time he's raced a speed event at a major competition. Let's see how he goes. He's also represented the Croatian para swim team as well. So the last skier, Brousseau in bronze medal position currently. We'll be looking up, wondering whether or not he will be picking up a first medal. As Sokolovic picks his way down this course of alternating red and blue gates. 5 seconds off the pace at the first split. And it's going nicely here, the Croatian athlete. Into this flatter section, setting up for the late jump. See what his speed check is through the gun. 102 kilometers per hour. There's 63 mph. Brousseau's time 1:22.05. So Brousseau now has himself a medal. And Sokolovic gets the cheers of the crowd as he comes over the terrain change inside of the finish. And Dino Sokolovic finishes at a time of 1:33.42. He goes 13th, but he's got to the bottom of the Winter Paralympic Supergiant Slalom run. He had to wait a very long time, but he laid down a solid run. Now that is it. That is the end of competition on day 2 of the Winter Paralympics. As, the crowd hopefully will stay for the flower ceremonies, but let's get the official results then of the men's Super G in the sitting category, and it's another gold medal for Akira Kano of Japan to go with the downhill gold he won on day 1. Taikii Mori of Japan takes the silver, with Brousseau of Canada picking up the bronze medal. Well, another high race with a high attrition rate. The 2 non-starters, 3 non-starters, but a big load of non-finishers. 7 there. And amongst them,